Hi there, Nate. This is the machine as it is set up right now. I do have the gantry loosened off by these bolts here and the ones that are underneath at the moment. A couple of the things that I'll be looking for, obviously, how parallel this rail and this rail are on the front and back side, and probably in the middle. I mean, because in a perfect world, these would be straight on each side. I don't know if you can see it from here. You can actually see that it is a little twisted more on this one side. I mean, I didn't think anything much of it at the time, thought it was my perspective that was off, and as you can see, it wasn't banged or anything anywhere. It looks like it twists this one mainly from around here back that I can tell. And they are out of parallel, even from halfway to the back. So one thing you can tell is if I grab just a simple square, this spoil board is relatively flat because it's bolted down to every single one of the holes in there. And if you look right here, you can see that it's off a fair bit. And if we spin it around, this one is as well. It's the same idea for the back. I think what part of the problem is, and again, I'm not guessing, this is your design here, but the tilt, it's obviously best if it's not tilted inward at all, but the tilt, as long as it's the same on both sides, inward or outward, then it should be fine. But the tilt's inward on this one, I'm not sure quite what's up, because again, it's hard to see this on this, but it also causes not a 90 degree on the rack, so it is a little bit noisy. Well, that's where I'm at. That's where I am with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up the machine here. I'm going to leave these bolts just loose here. The end stops here are roughly adjusted, and you will see that when this is loose, the motors do indeed travel the amount that they are supposed to. And what happens is when the gantry is tightened, because it racks, it's one end will measure that it travels further than the other, but it's just because of the racking it's trying to snap back. And if I don't tighten these bolts up quite a way, it actually will skip a gear. Usually when you're moving back this way, this side will skip a gear, and then on the way back, this side will usually skip a gear. So I'll get the machine fired up, and we'll see. You'll see that it moves. So.